Sharon Osbourne came under fire this week after voicing her support for Piers Morgan after he left Good Morning Britain over his criticism of Meghan Markle. He cast doubt on a majority of claims made by the Duchess of Sussex on the controversial Oprah interview, sparking more than 40,000 Ofcom complaints. The former X Factor judge said, "At Piers Morgan, I am with you. I stand by you. People forget that you're paid for your opinion, and that you're just speaking your truth." On Wednesday, Piers was the topic of conversation on the U.S. panel show The Talk, which Sharon regularly appears on. Many viewers felt she crossed a line with both the comments she made to fellow panelist Sheryl Underwood and her tone.
I feel even like I'm about to be put in the electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, so that makes me a racist. And for me, at 68 years of age, to have to turn around and say, I ain't racist. Right. What's it got to do with me? Okay, how can I be racist about anybody? How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Well,
what?
We will be right back. What? We have more topics, so don't go away.
And I think we should stop this. I will ask you again, Sheryl. Yes. I've been asking you during the break. Right. I'm asking you again. And don't try and cry, because if anyone should be crying, it should be me. This is the situation. Yes. You tell me where you have heard him say, educate me, tell me when you have heard him say racist things. Educate me, tell me.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist. But right now, I'm talking to a woman who I believe is my friend. And I don't want anybody here to watch this and say that we're attacking you for being racist. And for that, if I articulated
I think it's
anything,
too late. I think that seed's already sown.
But that is why I'm saying for me. I'm saying for me. For me. I thought I was asking a question about the perception for other people. That's why I prefaced it with, I've never heard you utter anything racist, but I have felt that Piers was racist in his stance against Meghan Markle, and the last time he was on this show, I said as much.
This spread like wildfire and followed criticism on social media, with many echoing that Sharon Osbourne appeared to belittle a black woman's experience and perspective on racism. Another Twitter user suggested that the apple didn't fall too far from the tree when back in 2015 daughter Kelly Osbourne got embroiled in a similar scandal as a guest co-host on The View.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be
in LA, they always
but they Latinos are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
Okay.
Like, I'm not part of this argument with...
I think what you're saying is that Trump himself
needs to look
probably relies on a lot of these people that he's insulting.
Kelly Osbourne later came out and apologized, saying she should have known better. Deadline reported that an internal investigation is now in place at CBS looking into the incident. A CBS spokesperson told the publication, "We are committed to a diverse, inclusive, and respectful workplace. All matters related to the Wednesday episode of The Talk are currently under internal review." Osbourne tweeted a statement of apology. She wrote, "After some reflection, after sitting with your comments and sitting with my heart, I would like to address the discussion on The Talk this past Wednesday. I have always been embraced with so much love and support from the Black community, and I have deep respect and love for the Black community. To anyone of color that I offended, and or to anyone that feels confused or let down by what I said, I am truly sorry. I panicked. Felt blindsided. got defensive, and allowed my fear and horror of being accused of being racist take over. There are very few things that hurt my heart more than racism, so to feel associated with that spun me fast. I am not perfect. I am still learning like the rest of us, and will continue to learn, listen, and do better. Please hear me when I say I do not condone racism, misogyny, or bullying. I should have been more specific about that in my tweet. I will always support freedom of speech, but now I see how I unintentionally didn't make that clear distinction. I hope we can collectively continue to learn from each other, and from ourselves, so we can continue to pave the way for much-needed growth and change. The community on this platform means a lot to me. I hope we can all hold each other up with accountability, compassion, and love during this powerful time of paving the way for so much-needed change. Sharon. On Friday, Holly Robinson Peete, who was one of the original hosts on CBS's The Talk, alleged that Sharon Osbourne was responsible for her exit from the show after complaining that she was too ghetto. She wrote on her Twitter, "I'm old enough to remember when Sharon complained that I was too ghetto for The Talk. Then I was gone. I bring this up now because I was mortified watching the disrespectful, condescending tone she took with her co-host, who remained calm and respectful because she had to." Sharon Osbourne on Twitter denied ever calling her former co-host ghetto and having any role in her firing. The tweet included an email from Peete sent just after her departure. The email blamed Julie Chen, a former co-host of The Talk, who is married to former CBS CEO Les Moonves, for her dismissal. Sharon Osbourne later added, "An addendum to my previous tweet. Never in my life did I utter the words that Holly was too ghetto to be on The Talk, as well as not having her fired. Then, Yashir Ali, a New York Magazine and Huffington Post contributor, took to his Twitter to seemingly expose Sharon Osbourne for not being truthful about Holly Robinson Peete's claims. He said, 1. A few years ago, I did a lot of reporting on CBS and The Talk. Hey, race, what I know. 3 months after Holly sent this email, she learned about Sharon's role in her ouster at the show and sent another email holding her accountable. This is an incomplete record of events. 2. One email where someone is nice to someone is not evidence that that person didn't misbehave, didn't say or do racist things. Holly and Leah's names were being dragged through the mud at this point, and it's perfectly normal for someone to try and normalize things. 3. This is a complete and total lie. Sharon referred to Holly Robinson Peete as ghetto. I have definitive reporting from years ago on this. 4. In 2012, Leah Remini tweeted that Sharon Osbourne referred to her and Holly Robinson Peete as ghetto. 5. In 2018, Sharon Osbourne said on The Talk regarding Meghan Markle, "She ain't black." When told by her co-hosts that Meghan Markle is indeed black, Sharon says, "Yeah, I know, but she doesn't look black."
Because she brought blackness to the royal family, which is not the first time. She's black.
That's right. Yeah, no, I know, but she doesn't look black.
To who?
To anybody.
Black people come in all different colors. Black people come in all shades. I get your point. We come in all shades. But see, that's a whole other different discussion about how black you look or not look, or how white you look. That's a whole discussion we don't need to have.
It's baby. It's a baby.
6. In 2013, in reference to the infamous video of Justin Bieber urinating in a bucket, Sharon Osbourne told the Daily Beast, "You don't know what bad is. I think he doesn't realize he's white and not black. That's a huge problem." It has now been reported by Deadline that The Talk has canceled its live shows for Monday, March 15th and Tuesday, March 16th as a brief hiatus amid probe into the heated debate.